All right, welcome back, superstar traders. I'm super delighted to have you again on this YouTube channel. You know how we do it every Monday when we have the weekly market outlook, where we have deep market insights to what is going to be happening in the market for the week. And more so, we try to look at possible pairs and analyze them and see how they are going to be performing for the week. And of course, that's more like trade signals that we get to take. All right, I'm super delighted to share these moments again with you. Don't worry, this week market outlook is not going to be as long as last week. So last week, let's just make a recap. Last week we did some analysis. Okay, we gave out some trade signals and many more like that. And of course, I won't be able to cover all of them because I want this video to be very short and very simple and straight to the point. All right. But amazingly, last week we looked at GBP USD. Remember, I was talking about GBP USD, and I told you that GBP USD, personally, I was expecting a massive drawdown, okay? Remember the concept of break and retest I kept talking and I kept shouting about? Yeah, it finally had happened, right? And of course, last week, I gave you this trade on GBP USD. I told you that let's take advantage of this short price movement to the downside. But the main signal I was actually looking for is the buy setup, right? I was actually looking out for this buy setup. So I said, let's have price retrace into this zone here, somewhere around here, and fall back below. If you watch the last week weekly market outlook, you're going to actually see this and how it happened nicely, okay? So we had about 1:3 risks to reward on that trade setup that we took last week. The same, I think, happened for Euro USD, where we also had this massive bearish movement to the downside. Of course, we envisaged it, right? Of course, we envisaged it. We were actually anticipating and expecting it, and it finally did happen. All right. On gold, I was actually expecting first a bullish movement before a bearish movement on gold, but apparently we had first the bearish movement, then a bullish movement happening, right? So last week, I think market started off somewhere around this area here. Let me mark that out for you, somewhere around this area here. And of course, I was expecting that maybe prices will be able to drive into this zone here, okay? I was expecting that prices would most likely drive into this zone. And then, of course, most likely do this for us, okay? So last week I was advising that expect this bullish push into this zone because, of course, here we have this other block. There was imbalance after that other block. And of course, prices began to move below. Of course, the structure, we already understand the structure that it's more like a bearish structure on the intermediate level, right? It's already a bearish structure. So we're expecting this bullish push first, and then, of course, prices falling. But apparently the opposite happened, right? And then, of course, we saw a massive bearish movement to the downside, found support around this level here. Of course, that area had acted as support on countless occasions. And then, of course, we found support at that area, and then we see prices rallying back up. Now, if you go take a sell trade currently where price is trading, you probably get yourself into a debt trap, right? So don't go take a sell trade somewhere around here. I would not encourage that, and I would not advise you to do that, right? So for prices to find support around here, and of course he's making his way back up, that should tell you that there is a place where price is most likely going. And I'm of the opinion that most likely price is coming into this other block here, okay? Most likely price is coming into this other block here. So what we are going to do is we're going to be patient until price comes into that other block. Then we are going to find the perfect sell opportunity, right? But for now, if we take a sell opportunity where currently price is trading, then it simply means that we're going to be beating ourselves by ourselves, okay? So this is what I had advised. Okay, let me take this out first. This is what I advise. I advise that we wait patiently for price to come back into the zone, and then of course from that zone we can take a massive sell to the downside. Now, why I'm saying this is because if you already understand the concept of inducement in trading, all right, this could be an inducing level, right? This particular area here, this could be an inducing level. Inducing level is when the market tricks traders to think that, oh, this is what a supply zone, and then of course it goes all the way to the downside. No, this alone is an inducement, right? For traders to believe that, look, market can find supply around here. So if you place your entry around here, most likely they know that your stop losses will be somewhere around here. right? The market knows that this is where most of the traders will most likely place their stop loss, right? So what would they do? They would come, they would clear your stop loss, and then of course, that's the best way they would want to do that, right? So they will come clear your stop loss, all of your stop losses. They will clear it, then come back to this other block before it begins to go all the way to the downside. So don't get into this trap. I repeat, don't get into this trap. So we would wait patiently for price to come into this other block, all right? At least tap into this other block, we find confirmation, and then of course we would go. Apparently, if we're using the commodity channel index as a way of confirmation as well, there is no trade setup yet, all right? There is no trade setup here. Price has to come into our significant area or potential trading area. Then we need to get the confirmation. There's no confirmation yet. So I'm of the opinion that we look out for a sell opportunity only if price comes into that zone here, okay? So then this will present us with a nice 1:6.6 risk to reward. So this is the first, this is the what we saw last week, and I'm telling you what is going to be happening this week. All right. So, but before I jump into real analysis, before I get lost and jump into real analysis, let's look at the economic calendar for this week and see what is going to happen. So, as usual, Monday is still void of most of the high impact expected economic happenings, except for a bank holiday in Japan. All right. Today they are reserving today, I think, to respect the elderly and the aged people in Japan. All right. I mean, amazing. All right. Then on Tuesday, we are expecting some monetary policy meetings from the Aussie, and then, of course, some CPI data from Canada. Okay. We're expecting some CPI data month on month, year on year, both median and trimmed CPI data from Canada. All right. That's going to be happening by 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday, September 19th. And then on Wednesday, we also have some handful of high impact expected news coming out from China, from Great Britain, and as well from New Zealand and USA. From China, we're expecting the 1-year loan prime rate and of course the 5-year loan prime rate. Of course, this is more like evaluating things on the interest rates that had been applicable to loans between interbanks. Okay, of course, if the figures that we're expecting becomes higher than what is being forecasted, then this will be good for the Chinese renminbi, okay, or the Chinese yuan, okay? So this will be good for the Chinese yuan. But of course, if the figures are lower than what we are currently seeing or what we're forecasting, then it simply means that the Chinese yuan is going to suffer a little push to the downside, all right? And then by that will be basically be happening 2:15 a.m. Nigerian time. By 7 a.m., we're going to be expecting the CPI data for the Great Britain pound. And by 7 p.m., we're going to be expecting an interest rate review, okay, for the United States dollar. Don't forget, the United States dollar currently has its interest rate standing in a whooping 5.5%, okay? That's a whooping 5.5%. And of course, we don't really know if this interest rate is going to be what? Hiked by 25 basis points more or by 50 basis points more. But trust me, just like most times I tell you and it had happened, we'll keep an eye on it because of course we are expecting literally a 25 to 50 basis points interest rate hike on the United States dollar. I mean, of course, inflation is still rocking the economy, and the Federal Reserve Bank and the whole monetary policy team, 𝗟𝗜𝗞𝗘 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗏 and the rest of them are committed to ensuring that they fight that inflation, and of which hiking the interest rate is still one of the most reliable options to do, okay? And then, of course, we're going to be expecting still by 7 p.m. the Federal Open Market Committee economic projections for the month of September, right? So we're going to be expecting so much data as FOMC and funds rates, federal funds rate review, all happening 7 p.m. It's going to be massive on Wednesday. It's going to be massive. Trust me, it's going to be massive. And then by 7:30 p.m., of course, there will be a press conference as regards the FOMC meeting and how that actually went. 11:45 p.m., we're going to be expecting some GDP data from New Zealand. That is the Kiwi, right? And then on Thursday, 8:30 a.m., we're going to also be expecting some monetary policy statements or assessment from the Swiss National Bank, okay, that is CHF. From the Swiss National Bank, we're going to be also expecting some policy, monetary policy rate and interest rate review and all that. And of course, for this, it is certain that there would be a 25 basis point interest rate hike in favor of the in favor of the Swiss franc. Okay, there was going to be a 25 basis point interest rate hike. So as well, again, we put our eyes on that and also find out more information on what we're going to be doing. All right, by 12 noon, there's also going to be a monetary official bank rate review or official bank rate report from the Great Britain pound. How many bank rate report have we taken? On Tuesday, USD, all right, 7 p.m. USD. On Thursday, well, first of all, 8:30 a.m. we're having for the Swiss franc. Still on Thursday by 12 p.m., that is 12 noon, we're going to be expecting the monetary policy statement for Great Britain pound. That's 3, USD, CHF, and as well Great Britain pound. So put all that in your put all that in your list and watch out for them, right? By 1:30 p.m., we're going to be having unemployment claims coming out. Of course, the day before is FOMC, so we should be expecting unemployment claims and people saying that, look, we don't have jobs and all that, so that they will be able to compute already in preparation for the NFP for next month, all right? The NFP for this month actually to be traded in next month. And then on Friday, we have a lot of flash services, manufacturing PMI, and flash services PMI, both for the euro and as well for the Great Britain pound and as well for the United States dollar. We have all these news coming out at varying times from 8:15 a.m. up until 2:45 p.m. Okay, so we also keep our eyes on that. So a lot of high impact expected news that we're going to be seeing this week. So please, guys, I would want to encourage and advise us, right? Please trade cautiously, right? Trade cautiously this week. Trade cautiously this week, right? Trade cautiously this week. Now let's quickly go over to our chart because I have a few analysis to make with you guys, right? So I've already given you the analysis of my bias on gold. All right, I'm expecting prices to have more bullish push, clear liquidity in this area here, right? There is a lot of liquidity resting here, as you can see all that liquidity, right? As you can see all that liquidity. So I'm expecting price to come clear off all this liquidity, all right? Make some people who do not understand the market, make them broke. And then once you make them broke, it comes into this zone and then give us back all the money that taken from some other people. So prepare yourself, guys. Amazing. Prepare yourself. That's my bias. That's my take on gold. All right. So be finding, let me mark out the zones for you. So be finding a buy opportunity between 1935 to around 1939. All right. Between 1935 to 1939. Within this zone is where we can be looking out for a sell opportunity. Rather, I said buy the first time. I'm so sorry about that. We can be looking out for a sell opportunity on gold, all right? A sell opportunity on gold. Find confirmations around those zones when prices come into those zones and have a massive shot, right? But of course, if there are no confirmations and prices break above 1939, then just be aware that price is actually heading to 1946, between 1946 to 1951. All right, within that zone, we can find another sell opportunity if price defiles the zone. All right, if price invalidates this zone, then we can look out for the next zone just at the top of it. Between 1946 to 1951, right, we can also look for another sell opportunity on gold around that level. All right, simply amazing. So this week, on this weekly market outlook, I'll just give you only 2 trade setups. Okay, I'll give you only 2. So I'll give you only 3 trade setups. Okay, 3 trade setups, and then we go. Every other one will be done within the week and in our mentorship sessions. Okay, so the first I would want to give you is GBP USD. Okay, amazing. I've already dropped this trade signal before recording this video. I've already dropped it on all of our platforms. In fact, I even dropped it as a free signal on Telegram. So if you're yet to also be part of our Telegram, check in the description of this video below. You're going to see the link to join our Telegram. Right? Simply do that. And then, of course, if you are also new to this YouTube channel, or you're looking for the best, most reliable and fastest broker that is well regulated, all right, by 7 top tier 1 regulatory bodies, both in the United Arab Emirates, both in the UK, both in the US, and then also in Africa, in Seychelles, in Kenya, that is East Africa. I mean, if you're looking for that one broker that you can have as your big body, right, then you can have the equity, right? So simply click on the link to our website still found in this description, or simply go to your browser, type in www.eqmarketsglobal.com, or you find a link in the description, and then go there, sign up an account with equity, then enjoy the best and most competitive spreads. If you're a partner looking for a partnership deal, enjoy the best and hottest partnership deals that you can have. And also, you signing up an account and doing business with equity also allows you to use the EQ Markets Global artificial intelligent robot called the 𝗟𝗓𝗏 AI. All right, the 𝗟𝗓𝗏 AI is doing amazingly well. We've actually brought it out to the public for just about 4 months. In the third week of June was when we launched it. In June, the robot conservatively made about 5%. In July, about 8%, and then in the month of August, we hit about a rocking 12.5% return on investment. This month alone in September, we've done 6%. As of Friday, we were on 5.8%, but as at this morning, or as at the time of recording this video, we've already done about 6%. So signing up an account and funding that account also grants you more like some level of access and eligibility to use our robots almost for free. All right, almost for free. So go sign up an account on the platform www.eqmarketsglobal, all join together, 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 to use the robot. Now let's get back to business. So yes, don't forget, join the Telegram group as well and leave a thumbs up for this video. Yeah, I think I forgot that. All right, so yes. Remember, we were talking about a break and what a retest on GBP USD, right? And this had perfectly happened, right? So prices came into the other block, our major point of interest that we were actually looking at here, right? Price came into that other block. If we want to look at a bigger order block on the weekly time frame, all right, we would say that this is the bigger order block, right? Yeah, this is the bigger order block that we can be looking at on the weekly time frame. Sorry about that. Let me just quickly say that. Yeah, this is what we can be looking at on the weekly time frame. But of course, by the time we begin to scale down, and scale down, you'll now notice that, look, we can actually modify this. Within this other block are still some other blocks, right? So this particular area that I'm giving to you was actually found on the 4-hourly time frame. So it's still within the main monthly order block that we actually found. Weekly order block that we actually found. So this is it, guys. This is it. Let me show you. So you can see that the last bearish movement before the last bearish candle before this massive upward movement, right? So that's what I'm actually considering. And that actually coincides very well with the trend line that was earlier drawn. So yeah, I am expecting more bullish push, right? Go to the Telegram group. You're going to see the parameters both for stop loss and take profit 1 and take profit 2, right? Just go to the Telegram group. I wouldn't say that on this video. Just go to the Telegram group, all right? It's free actually to join the Telegram group. So the signal is already there. Just go, you find the stop loss values, the take profit 1, take profit 2 for GBP USD, and as well for the next trade call that I'm going to be giving. All right. But if this trade is still very much valid, so you can jump in for a buy if you want to. All right. And then, of course, this week we're going to be expecting more of buy and a little bearish retracement, actually, a little bearish retracement. We're going to be expecting more buy on GBP USD for this week. The next I have for you is the Euro USD. Of course, you know the Euro USD and the GBP USD, they move almost alike. All right. They move almost alike. So as well, again, on Euro USD, I still found this other block, this particular other block, right? And then, of course, there was imbalance after it. That's what I always look out for. I don't just go pick another block because it's the last bearish candle before a bullish movement or the last bullish movement before a bearish candle. I don't just do that, right? So I also find and ensures that the other block actually costing balance. That's my own way, my own personal way of more like validating another block, right? So yeah, on this particular area, this particular other block area now forms our point of interest. And on that point of interest, we've been seeing market consolidating for a while. So yeah, I am still of the opinion that you can take a buy trade on Euro USD, particularly have your stop loss somewhere at around 1.06167, right? And then of course your first take profit, second take profits could be above. You can also find those parameters and those data on our Telegram channel because it's actually there. So just go to the description below, the description of this video, click on the link to join our Telegram, create an account as well. All right. So these are the two major trades that I will be giving to you this week. Just a review, just one last one before we go. AUD USD as well. Remember, we've taken AUD USD for some for about a week plus right now. A buy trade on AUD USD for about a week plus. And this is what we've actually seen happen so far so good. All right, we've seen the market push up about 69 pips in about 1 week or so that we've been holding this buy trade. We've seen the market push up about 169 or approximately 70 pip, all right, to the upside. What we're basically waiting for is a break of structure. Let us see the prices break this particular structure to the upside, right? That's where we could be very much safe. If prices break to the upside, then come back to this structure, maybe somewhere around here to retest, then we can be so sure that price is most likely going to get to the upside that we are envisaging, right? So yes, if you want to still take a buy trade, you can still take a buy trade on AUD-NZD, okay? You can still take a buy trade on AUD, AUD USD. What was I saying? On AUD USD. Apparently, even on the weekly market, even on the weekly time frame, even on the weekly time frame, we've seen a bullish confirmation. Buyers are saying that, look, we're no longer interested to continue to push prices below. So sellers, I mean to say, sellers are saying that, look, we're no longer interested to push prices below. So buyers are hopping in to now begin to have the, control over the market, right? So yes, we can also go for a more buy setups. You can jump in actually for AUD USD for a buy trade for AUD USD, AUD USD, AUD USD. All right, so amazing, guys. These are the only 3 trade setups that I want to give you for this weekly market outlook. All right, AUD USD, GBP USD, and Euro USD. Congratulations to those of you that took okay. For GBP JPY, right? Let me just give a quick review and a quick recap on GBP JPY as well. All right, like I told you last week, I can see a lot of buy opportunities on GBP JPY. All right, that buy opportunity, the time is now, okay? The time is now and the time is set. For those of you that might want to wait till tomorrow to get a confirmation on the higher time frame, let's say on the daily time frame, you might probably may want to wait till tomorrow, but already we've got confirmation on the 4-hourly time frame. So I want you to also quickly look at GBP JPY and go in for most likely look out for a buy opportunity. Okay, look out for a buy opportunity. All right, so that's all for this week. Thank you so much. If you're new to this YouTube channel, please do also subscribe and then like and share this video. Also drop your thoughts and comments for me in the comment section. I'd like to see them and read them and reply them. Thank you so much. My name is 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗔𝗥𝗓 and I'm the head market analyst. See you next week for the next weekly market outlook. Bye for now.